Welcome back, guys. This is Henry from Balanced Building Biology, and today I've got a special surprise. This is something that I've been trialing out for several weeks, and it is a computer that is low EMF. So a lot of people say low EMF and they just turn the Wi-Fi off or they turn the Bluetooth off, but low EMF is covering all four categories, and you want it to be low in RF, which is all the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth emissions, so the wireless transmissions. Then we have the magnetic fields, which are going to be low as well, and then the electric fields, and this is where most people do get a bit sensitive to it. So electric fields, if they're high, some people really react to it. And then finally the dirty electricity, which can travel through the air, and that's emitted by devices such as keyboards as well. So some people report that they get tingling up their hands, and that becomes a bit of a problem. So what we're trying to do now is to find a location. I'm just situated in the backyard and finding out what the baseline levels are. So I've got the electric fields. Now, because I've touched that, it's just reacted to my bodily electric fields, and that you can sort of see there, it's 0.2, 0.3, so basically 0.01. And then I've got magnetic fields, that's 0.1. And then what I'll do now is bring out the RF meter. So this is averaging about 15 microwatts, so maxed out at 22 microwatts. And so this, hear that? It's just going through, you can sort of see the emissions there. Okay, so each one of these, I'll just have that running. Now ultimately, what I'm trying to do is start the computer up. And what you're seeing is the computer. That's the computer itself there. So it's exciting for me really to trial this out and to work out what's actually occurring. Now, first things first, I've got to set the monitor up. So this thing is a monitor, and my electric fields are going up a bit with my movements, so it's creating some sort of a charge. I'll set this up. So this is the monitor, and everything's going to be powered by DC. So the power bank that I've got here is an Anchor power bank, 20,000 milliwatts, and it does 20,100 microwatts. It's got USB signals. You can see the monitor coming on there. Now everything's running off, it's a mini HDMI. Connect that up. Now this computer can actually run two monitors, two 4K monitors, and then ultimately we've got the Microsoft keyboard and a Microsoft mouse. Now, the computer's not started yet. I just want to try and set this up so that we're not, get some baseline levels. Okay. Everything's rather quiet. I'm going to power this up, and so that is powered on. You can see the red light there. Okay, and we're waiting for it to power up. So magnetic field is 0.1, it peaked at 0.6. 0.3, electric fields at 0.3, the RF signals are at about 10, 11 microwatts. Okay, so I'm hoping this boots up. And there we go. You probably won't be able to see it as cleanly, but it has started. So it's my gate with the wind. Okay, so it has powered up. There's no RF. It's nothing higher than what we reported. It peaked up at 46, but nothing's transmitting the typical. It's just mobile signals that are getting in the area. Okay, magnetic fields are 0.3. Why did it jump up to? Okay, so any movement with the magnetic field will create some of a disturbance, but you have to let it settle down. So I'll just put this over the device, and you can sort of see that is 0.2, 0.3 milligauss, so that's perfect. Keyboard, it's not going to generate anything. That's at 0.3, 0.2. Okay, so next thing is the keyboard, the monitor, and because it's running DC, it's not AC. There's basically 0.5 volts per meter, so that's electric fields, right? And it's picking things up on the z-axis and 50-60 hertz, but that's sort of not really nearby sources, but it's basically zero. Alright, now I'll move this right above the computer itself. I'll let that settle down, and that is 0.00. Okay, that's a 0. There's nothing there. And then finally, I'll set this. This is where a lot of people have problems. It's going to be the keyboard. So if I sit that on the keyboard, let that settle down. Might have to move away a bit. My body does influence it. And it's near 0. There are some dirty electricity coming through. So that's at above 2 kilohertz. And under 2 kilohertz as well, but the overall electric fields is 1.5 volts per meter, so you would never get that on a computer, right? We're only getting this because we're running off DC, and it's basically a desktop replacement that looks like a Windows or a Macintosh box. So this basically does prove that we have a very ultra low computer that is a desktop replacement or a laptop replacement, and it's portable. So everything that you see here, keyboard, mouse, computer, and the monitor, which is portable, and that is all running off this Anchor power bank. So I've just got stickers and all sorts of stuff on here, but that's it. It's running off that. And now the only other discrepancy that we haven't tested is the Ethernet port, which obviously I've got solutions around that. So if you are a sensitive client and you do hire me for a EMF assessment, you will get the complete solution. But this is just a proof of concept, which I've basically proved that it's ultra low, and it's going to be a solution that I provide for my customers. Alright, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and follow me for more videos such as this that will sort of prove to you what I do, how I test things, how I confirm that some of the solutions that I do provide as part of my assessments are going to be useful for the occupants. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.